Global Ventures is a VC fund that's based here in the UAE. We are focused on investing in companies that are out of the Middle East and North Africa region.
Okay.
We have a mandate that's from Africa all the way to Pakistan, and we invest in growth stage companies, so companies that have revenues, are growing rapidly, with a focus on the enterprise space. So we have now 6 companies in the portfolio. There is Month's World, which is our consumer play, and then we also have Arrow Labs, which is focused on field workforce management. It's a very trending space globally, and the technology they have here is quite superior. Kitopi, we also have a company called CDP, which is focused on device warranties, Holiday Me, and recently we just closed Lunch On. Success stories so far. I think the execution of a strategy and the growth in new markets is always a success story. So one of our investments, Holiday Me, recently acquired a company in Malaysia, opened an office in Singapore. We syndicated that along with Excel and Gobi internationally, and Algebra and BOI Ventures regionally. So we believe that that's a great success story because of their expansion and revenue growth as well in Asia. For us, we look at founders that are very passionate about what they're building, and that they're building things in spaces that are fast growing, the technology is applicable cross-border, and ultimately they're trying to do something that makes a difference. We are very excited about our investment in Lunch On. The company is growing very quickly. It solves a real problem. It actually solves 3 problems. So it solves a problem for large corporates that have a significant number of employees and how they deal with lunchtime. So often lunchtime is a problem for these corporates because either they're expected to provide a cafeteria or to do something about lunchtime. A lot of time is lost when employees are thinking about what they want to eat, where they want to eat. The food comes in drips and drabs. Not everyone gets to have a community lunch together. So it solves a corporate problem. It solves a restaurant problem because employees are expected to put in their orders by 9 a.m. So what the platform does is it enables employees of large corporates to choose from a predetermined menu every day that comes in from 3 different restaurants, 3 to 5 options per restaurant, and they have to choose by 9 a.m. They can choose for the whole week, and it's a predetermined price of 25 dirhams. And there's a subscription model. The corporates can subsidize occasionally or every Thursday. And so for employees, it solves a problem as well of it's cheaper than ordering directly through any of the food platforms at 25 dirhams, and they can plan their entire week worth of lunch. And then for the restaurants, it solves a problem because the orders come in earlier in the day and they can manage them more appropriately rather than have a lunchtime rush. So it solves 3 problems in one. It's grown very quickly. We looked at the global landscape. There's 2 similar companies in the world, and they're both in North America. We took a look at them closely. They have slightly different models, but then we thought about the growth of the space. The fastest growing part of F&B globally is delivery. Lunchtime is always a problem for everyone who works in a corporate, and we thought it's actually solving a real problem across 3 different markets. And it's globally scalable, so it goes back to this concept can be exported not just into the region such as Riyadh and Kuwait, but also into the Singapores of the world, where nothing quite like it exists yet. We believe that the entrepreneur and the founders are the ones that should lead the growth of their companies. So we will take an active role on the board and guide them and share our opinions. But at the end of the day, they're the ones that are building the company, and we invest because we believe in them. For growth. So for us, we are a growth-based firm. We will come in after they've proven the model to help them go from 1 million revenue to 10 million, or from 10 to 20 or 30. And the question is, how do you scale? So for us, the funding is really about how do you grow most effectively? How do you allow $1 of funding to translate into $10 of revenue? Supporting our current portfolio is paramount to us, and growing the portfolio with other opportunities that we believe are also globally scalable into new markets is important. And syndicating investments with international investors so that we can enable that growth in a much quicker way and a much more effective way is how we believe we achieve success.